These are our sophomore question marks. And yeah, these videos were filmed the week before free agency, and that has affected some of these players. Not all of them, but it still holds true. So what you're about to see are these players that we just don't know what the heck we're going to do about. Welcome to Booze Ballin, fantasy football shaken,
not stirred.
I'm Todd Webb.
I'm DK.
And tonight's inspiration comes from RD1 because on one of our sister podcasts, we did an interview with Jared, the master distiller from RD1. Dustin was not there for this, so he gets to try it tonight while we talk about our sophomore wide receivers that we just don't know what the hell to do about. So
this is like a drunk man's R2D2.
So their homage to say RD1, Registered Distiller 1, it's a throwback to Ashland, the original Kentucky distiller when they gave out numbers back in the day, because like Jack Daniel's number 7, that's their patent number. Gotcha. So Registered Distiller 1 is a throwback homage to the number 1 registered distiller in Kentucky is when they made this name.
Nice.
But this is a French oak. I'm a huge French oak fan. I got 3, the blue label Penelopes back there. They're all French oak. So I want you to try this stuff. You're going to like, oh, it's all good.
Oh my God, that smelled fantastic.
Yeah. And it's nothing super high proof. Their stuff is good. They're out of Kentucky. You can't get it in Pennsylvania. They're only available in 33. See, looks like it's a lot more than it is, but they're good. We got to sit down with the master distiller from them. Check that out on Booze and Ballin. You can also check it out on our sister podcast.
Master distiller, he needs another one.
But great conversation with him. So I've been excited for you to try this. I'm very, very excited. But I'm
looking forward to it. Is it just off of that stupid smell that I just did? That was like, holy hell!
I'm a huge fan of French oak. Penelope does a really good French oak in their Architect, but because French oak to me always gives off a slight vanilla flavor. I noticed a little more vanilla in French oak than I do anything else, but this is a very good one. Just smooth and delicious. It's nice.
Right? Damn.
It's fucking nice, right? This one steps up sweetness after that, but all right. So we talked to you
spicy afterward,
just a little bit, but it doesn't stay.
No, it's just kind of like
it says, "Hey, honey, I'm here. I'm gonna go up and shower."
It's like medium wings. It's like it kind of burns, but it doesn't burn.
Yeah. You're not like hot wings. Like
we're not like sweating while I'm eating them.
Doggy bag. Okay.
Anyway,
comparing the hug to wings is actually fucking genius. The hug, the Kentucky hug, the end when you swallow, and that, comparing it to like a level of hotness for wings is actually fucking genius.
Is it? Did I just come up with something?
Because like the meat, you're right. It's medium. Like it's a burn, but it's like a good burn.
It's like like I can do that.
Because there's some that are hot, and you're just like, all right. You're like, where you sit there, you're like,
you're breathing like a dragon.
Go away.
Yeah, you're like,
go away.
Yeah, it's like, did I just do a shot at tequila? Like what the fuck?
Tequila.
Yeah, tequila.
So we are going to talk sophomore wide receivers and dabble in tight ends. We did the running backs on our last episode, but we want to talk about these guys that you have on your roster. You're getting to cut deadline before your rookie fantasy dynasty drafts, and you don't know, do they take a spot?
Oh, damn, this first guy makes me want to do a line.
Well, the first guy you're going to keep, but it's warrant saying I wouldn't have said that on week 12. Like I would say, week 12 of the NFL season, I would put him still very borderline.
I know, but this guy,
he finished strong.
Jaden Higgins.
I think he took the number 2 spot from Tank Dell if he comes back, but I'm pretty sure Tank Dell doesn't have legs anymore.
At least one. He's got one. Well, we're going to find out. That really sucks because Tank Dell was really coming on.
So bad for, like, you feel bad for injuries, but that one hit me deeper than a lot because just the talent.
So I got a funny story about Tank Dell. Before we get into this, I got to tell it. Got a trade offer, came in. It was Tank Dell for Deontay Johnson. And this was post Steelers Deontay Johnson. And it was a buddy of mine. And it was a 16-team league. And it was straight up. And I was like, I literally messaged him back. I was like, bro, you can't be serious with that. He's like, well, I'm trying to win right now. I was like, yeah, Deontay Johnson isn't going to do that. He's going to
win you right now.
And I was like, and this was before Tank Dell even took a snap in the NFL. And I was like, I don't think.
Well, this is post draft.
Yeah. And I told him, I was like, dude, I do not think you want to do that. This is probably this was a week before the season started. I was like, as your friend, I can't hit accept. I was like, as much as if this was anybody else in the league, I was like, I would probably smash the accept button and then laugh at you afterwards. Deontay Johnson ends up going. Was he at Houston?
No, he went to the Panthers, didn't he?
He did his whole bounce around thing, ended up in Baltimore, and then like right.
One of the most talented receivers in the world who couldn't catch.
Tank Dell came onto the scene. I think it was like week 2 or 3. He blew up, and then like my buddy texted me. He's like, "So I think I owe you one." It's like, "Yeah, you fucking do."
He better have bought you a drink or two.
And then 3 weeks later, absolutely explodes his leg, and I was like, "Dude, I am so sorry."
Tank Dell is just like
even though he still would have lost the deal with Deontay Johnson, but I thought that's a funny story trade deal. I was like, dude, I cannot accept that shit. Because I had a feeling Tank Dell was going to be good.
Now, granted, where we are today, neither of you have a player.
I still think Tank's got a better shot at being a player than Deontay Johnson.
Right, but I would say this. So as far as Jaden Higgins, I think Jaden Higgins, even if
right,
Tank
he was
Dell,
in Carolina at the time.
He comes back. Jaden Higgins is the number 2 receiver in that offense.
Yeah, I think so.
I made this list. Well, we made this list. And
he's bigger bodied. If anything, you got Tank Dell end up just run and go routes.
He'll be that specialty like
he'll be an Xavier Worthy.
Isaac Tesla, who almost made this list, but he's just not relevant enough.
I still like that man's game. He makes outrageous catches.
He does.
If he gets more volume,
but
easily wide receiver.
Isn't his touchdown to like
that's why I like him, because if he gets involved more
every catch is who was the dude?
Problem is he's got too many guys
who like every catch was a touchdown. That was it. Like who was it last year that like I'm a brain fart on this.
Whiteside. No.
Oh no, Kyle Williams he's on our list is one of those. 10 catches, 3 touchdowns.
That's like, fine. No, but I'm talking what the fuck? The guy from Tennessee.
Yeah. Who like
Westbrook Akina?
Yeah, Westbrook Akina or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So like
every catch was
50% touchdown percentage for catches. No, so Jaden Higgins, I think he makes your roster. I think he is. I think especially with them getting David Montgomery, I think it helps him. I think he makes your roster. He was kind of a easy one to put on here just because I know a lot of people were thinking like what to do.
No, you got to keep Jaden Higgins.
But he's a keeper.
All fucking Tank Dell aside, I think you got to keep Jaden Higgins to see where it goes. I like the way where that offense is going. If they can give CJ Stroud more than 2 seconds to throw a football, I think that whole offense has an uptick coming next season.
I don't think Tank Dell comes back and takes that job away from him. Week 11,
I don't think it's a job to lose because I think they both play a little bit differently. I think Tank Dell is more of a deep threat over the middle.
He's
kind
a little bit
guy.
Bigger too.
Agreed. I think he's more of a possession receiver. I think they could both exist. Problem is you also have Nico Collins there, so he's going to become one of those guys where it's like some games he goes off and you're going to be like, yes. And then some games he's going to give you like 4 points. And you're just going to have to live with the 4 points.
But I still think he's worth the roster spot just because.
Absolutely. He's young as shit and you don't know what you're getting out of Tank Dell. And if Tank Dell's like, shit, I got to hang it up because of this injury because my leg went this way.
Because I don't think we have a return timeline for him.
No, they never gave you one. But I can't imagine he doesn't play next season.
I don't know. I mean,
if he doesn't play next year, then he's probably never going to play again. You're 2 years removed from an injury.
Such talent.
He came on, exploded, and then just lost his leg.
Who did he remind me of? It's like that deep he reminded me of like a lighter weight. Like the way he ran his routes was very Tyreek Hill like.
Yeah, he's very Tavon Austin-ish.
Tavon Austin. That's a great comparison to what he was.
Yeah. Well, I think he was a little bit better at route running than Tavon. Tavon was just an absolute.
Tavon was just fast.
He was a monster with the ball in his hands. He was just incapable of getting open in the NFL.
Right,
to get the ball in his hands.
Dell could run routes and get open.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so that brings us to another T. Now we get to really where it matters.
This is a one right here.
Hez Johnson.
This is a fucking one.
Baker loved him in the end zone, and everybody who had him is like, he has a touchdown, you start him. He doesn't have one, then you bench him, and then he has one. He's such a volatile flex position.
Yeah, he's
with a lot of mouths to feed.
Not many wide receivers can you be like, he's one injury away from being a wide receiver 2 on your roster.
Right. It's crazy. And the thing
now, if Godwin gets moved, which I've heard a lot of rumors about that.
So Godwin
and then you also
Evans.
Only have 1 year left. I mean, what, max 2 for Mike Evans?
1 real year.
So if you're in a dynasty league,
if I'm Mike Evans, honestly, I walk off.
Now that
right
I'm
now.
talking this out loud, like originally I was like, I'd be okay with you dropping Tez Johnson. I'm not okay with dropping Tez Johnson anymore.
So, okay,
Because
really?
I think Godwin is probably out of there soon.
Well, they tried to get rid of him before the
They've
injury.
been tried to, yeah. So I think he's
Okay, so let's say in a perfect world, Godwin's gone.
Godwin gets traded. Mike Evans plays one more season.
Yeah, I would say, okay, in a perfect world, the Bucks do Mike Evans dirty and let him go away.
I never see that.
I don't see that
There's
happening.
no way. Mike Evans is like one of the best Buccaneers
one
of
of
all
the
time.
few people to come play his whole career there. Like the Bucks owe to pay him to stay.
Yeah, he is Mr. Buccaneer
but
in my opinion.
Let's say even if Godwin and Evans are gone, you still have Jalen McMillan and Igbuka, so he's still 3 teeter 2.
See, I think he could take over Jalen McMillan's position.
I think Jalen McMillan's too big and too much of a 3-down receiver.
See, I think they all exist together. I think they all complement each other.
Well, yeah, no, you could play
with
all
Emeka
3.
being the guy, and then you've got Tez Johnson and Jalen McMillan with Cade Otton.
You got Cade Otton too,
and Bucky Irving. Like that's a solid offense.
It is. Now, Mike Evans stays, it makes it a little bit harder. So does Tez Johnson sit on your
But it's only 1 year, so we're talking dynasty. So
if you have a sophomore spot in your taxi, I think Tez can sit in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't, that's when this gets a little bit harder.
Agreed. So then you got to start thinking about like the kind of guys that I'm going to drop for a Tez Johnson.
Like who are you going to keep instead of him?
Right. Are you keeping Keon Coleman over Tez Johnson? Probably.
God, that's close.
It's close.
I think,
especially with them getting
Keon Coleman is a more well-rounded receiver yet.
I do too. I think he's in a better position to get targets.
After seeing their GM talk, and it's about maturity.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was kind of what Sean
bastard.
And that was kind of what Sean McDermott was saying throughout his tenure there. Like he was like, dude, like we love Keon, but like Keon's Keon.
Still benching him in must-win games like against the Eagles,
gets a
like
coach
you're fucking stupid.
that can like gel with that like child's play
and
shit,
use that.
Yeah, he could be special still.
Yeah, Keon Coleman. He's not a sophomore, so he can't make this list.
Obviously,
but he's one of those ones where people have been dropping, and I am picking him up. Anybody who drops him, I'm going.
If I have
free
a
agent
guy,
dollars. Actually, I'm going to make a trade offer for him tonight.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, but Tez Johnson is one of those where like it's really tough.
Yeah,
like okay,
because if he was in any other position, you're not even considered dropping.
So
talent wise,
Khalil Shakir over Tez.
I'd probably keep Shakir
because you know the Bills are building some offense.
It also depends on what I'm looking for. If I am in a rebuild, probably keep Tez.
Right. So like he's one of those.
I want to see what Tez is capable of once Godwin and Evans aren't there, and that's only 2 years away. So if I'm in a rebuild in a dynasty league, I want Tez Johnson over.
And if they're going to keep Baker likes him. So
like
that
if I have
is a
both
lot
players,
to be said.
I would try to trade Khalil Shakir for whatever I can get for him, and so I could keep Tez Johnson.
Okay, over like a. Oh, this is such a hard question because there's so many that are right on that teeter line that you would keep. So like,
let's start talking
like a Devon Vale.
Yeah,
you're keeping him over Devon Vale.
Absolutely, yeah.
You're keeping him over Xavier Legette.
Yep, because I think Jalen Coker is going to take over that.
You're keeping him over. Oh God, there's so many.
Wan'Dale Robinson? No. That's where I
think Wan'Dale Robinson is going to go to a spot and going to get paid.
Yeah, I agree.
100. What?
Do you
280 targets over the last 2 years?
That's because they were running the foot. That's because their offensive line was so bad that they were running the football through Wan'Dale Robinson.
That being said, 180 catches in 2 years is insane.
That's because his yards per target was probably like 4.
PPR monster. So Tez Johnson is one of those. Depending. If they bring Mike Evans back and Godwin back, I don't think he's worth the bench. You can't keep him on your bench because if they bring Godwin back, you can assume Godwin's going to be back for a couple years, and that kills him. Yeah. If they move Godwin, you sit on him. But if they bring Godwin back, they're not bringing Godwin back for a 1-year deal. They're going to keep him then.
Until his career's over, pretty much.
So then you got to drop him. So let's move on to another T. How good is that French oak, right?
That's so good.
And it's only, what was I talking about?
I don't know. You threw it away.
Grab it. I want to see that. They're the coolest little bottles. They're like flasks. It's only 101 proof too. It's nice and light, nice and easy. I am. Trey Harris.
This is such a good one.
Keenan Allen. We don't know what's up with him.
I'm not only keeping Trey Harris, I'm trading for Trey Harris.
Because he's going, my guess is him and QJ in preseason and training camp are going to be competing.
They might even ship QJ out of there.
You think?
Just so that Trey Harris can just blossom in there.
I see. He's another one where I think QJ and Trey Harris can exist together as long as Keenan Allen's not there.
I think QJ has had his chance. I think if I'm the San Diego the Los Angeles, showing my age here, the Los Angeles Chargers. Fuck, that sucks to say.
They should still be in San Diego. This is some bullshit.
Stupid. I hate you, NFL, for doing that.
San Diego needs a team.
They had one. It was fantastic.
And they were the Chargers.
70 and sunny every fucking day. Why would you not play football there? Anyway, I think they've had enough of it.
70 and sunny.
I think they've given him his chance. He's shown flashes of being great, but he's shown flashes of I just can't get the fucking shit done.
Yeah, but down the stretch, he became a much more relevant receiver last year. I'm gonna pull this up while you talk about it. Down the stretch,
I felt like Trey Harris came on more so than he did.
So you're saying if they keep Keenan Allen, you still like Trey
Keenan
Harris?
Allen's already out the door.
I'm assuming he is.
There's no way they re-sign Keenan Allen. Everything I've read says that that's not happening, which is why I'm saying trade for him. Now, if Keenan Allen somehow makes his way back into the locker room, which I can't imagine that happens at 30 fucking 8 years old or whatever the hell he is.
I'm looking at game log.
It's like 32, but still.
Game log for QJ. There was some injury. There was a bye. There was a missed week at Kansas City.
He just is so inconsistent.
3, 5,
and the inconsistencies is what they're going to get sick of.
See, QJ started strong. 7 targets, 7 targets, amazing. 10 targets, 13 targets.
And if you traded him, you capitalized like crazy on that shit.
So then Trey Harris, let's see how he finished out the year. Relatively the same. Like there was 5 targets, 5 targets, 5 targets. There was only 4 weeks where he had 5 or more targets.
Right.
So I do think if they get rid of Keenan Allen, he's worth keeping.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't know. They're talking for making trades for wide receivers too, which I think is stupid for that offense. I think they have the talent there.
They just need to utilize it.
Also, you know who they're linked to? Believe this or not, in the draft, Sadiq. Yes, there has been talks in their office about how much they like Kenyon Sadiq.
Well, yeah, how much they like him. Who doesn't like him?
But
I mean, every office likes him.
After a Rondé Gadsden, like it's
right. Like, what, are you really going to waste a first-round pick on a tight end? And it wouldn't be a waste because he's going to be a monster.
But I think there's a chance they do.
I think
so.
Well, what
Trey
pick
Harris
are they? Like 20 something?
Yeah, he ain't falling.
There's no way. No,
there's talks of them trading up to get him. But
well, then that spells.
It's a horrible
if you're a
idea
Rondé Gadsden fan, then that's awful for you. If they do that, that tells you that he's fucking dead.
But for me, so Trey Harris is one of those ones. I'm trying to trade for him, but I think with his potential, you can get a second for him. I'm trying to trade him away.
What, Gadsden?
No, Trey Harris.
Trey Harris.
I like him. I'm moving him just because they are a run first offense. As much as he is one of the receivers on the team, it's a hardball. It's a run first offense. So to me, I'm trading him now. What I know, trying to get a second for him. If I can't get a second for him, I keep him.
I feel like he was a rookie that got buried on an offense that was trying to figure out. I have Keenan Allen. I got Quentin Johnson, and these are all respectable dudes, right? Trey Harris has the talent to be better than Ladd McConkey on that offense.
Trey Harris could step in and be what Keenan Allen was.
Easily.
And Ladd could still be your slot guy and do all that work.
Yeah.
Which still makes Ladd relevant.
Which makes Trey Harris a startable wide receiver in fantasy.
Like, is he worth keeping on your bench for the what if is the question. I guess
if you've got the taxi spot for him, then like a sophomore spot that some leagues allow, and then you're stuffing him in there as fast as you can stuff him in there. And then you wait and see. because I think his potential to become that wide receiver 1B on the outside with Ladd in the slot, I think it's there. And I think they want that to happen
I could see
because I
that
think they're
happening.
tired of QJ's shit. Like, stop teasing me with what could be and just fucking
I
be.
think as just raw talent, QJ's got more raw talent. He just can't put it together.
He can't catch the fucking football.
There's so many drops in important situations.
He can't catch the fucking football.
Hands, man, hands.
Like, how many times have we seen it where it's like this dude is a freak and he's always open, but then he just drops the fucking ball.
Right.
It happens a lot.
That little son of a bitch.
And QJ has,
and of course,
that
I drop him. So we had this last year. I dropped him to make a roster spot.
Mm-hmm.
He got picked up in the rookie free agent draft.
He did.
And the first 4 weeks, I'm sitting here just nut punching myself like, what did you do? And then he leveled back out. But for the first 4 weeks, I was like, here we go again. Some dumb fucking decision because I dropped him and then he
came back to
leveled
earth.
off.
He came back to earth real quick.
But he showed you what he could be. The problem is the consistency where I think Trey Harris will be more consistent. This next guy is perplexing as shit to me because I loved him coming out of the draft. Kyle Williams.
And he's got arguably one of the best up-and-coming quarterbacks in the league, right?
But the problem is he was number 5 on the depth chart. You had Diggs, Keyshawn Booty,
Gone.
Mac Hollins.
Booty had a good postseason too.
Oh, Booty did. Mac Hollins, that dude mentally I'm not sure about. And then Demario Douglas. I never know what team Mac Hollins is on.
He just shows up in the playoffs,
He just shows up barefoot at wherever he's at.
With no shirt.
I'm not going to lie. I love him because he was an Eagle early. Like,
dude, I enjoy him. I love the attitude. I love everything about that guy.
I do. He is a treasure.
Yeah.
And you should cherish him.
Yeah. I love his fire.
Just showing up with the things with the Warriors. If you don't know
the fucking
Warriors come out and play.
But yeah, like the rest of the team felt like they weren't even there, and he was the only one to show up there on the offense for a little bit there.
Oh my God, yeah. So he got buried, but I think Kyle Williams has a talent where he's one of those. I don't want to. I'm weird. Like I don't want to give up on him.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
A lot of people won't put him on their
good
sophomore
talent,
spot.
but he's another Trey Harris, to where it was like there's so many bodies on that offense that he just didn't get looked at because he was a rookie. And then now that Stephon Diggs walks out the building, does that open that door to where like, hey, and he shines?
It depends. Do they bring in like an AJ Brown like they've talked about? But do you look at what
I still think that's a mighty
look at what
possible.
the Patriots did? They had Jalen Polk and Javon Baker the year before. And they're completely irrelevant.
The New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles will trade together. And who's the head coach? And who had him in Tennessee?
So I do see AJ Brown going to them.
That could easily make it.
But they want a first and a second for him, so it's going to be interesting. You know what?
Think that could happen.
You know what I would absolutely love?
Because then they get
first.
Oh shit! The Max Crosby deal.
They want a player too. A first, a second, and Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams opposite of Devonta Smith, I would be happy with.
Yes, and then pick up maybe another depth piece in the draft.
Keep Jahan Dodson and re-sign Goddard, and I'm fine with that. But I think Kyle Williams has the talent
that happens,
to be.
I'm putting Jalen Hurts as maybe my QB9 next year. Maybe might be lower
without AJ Brown. Devonta Smith is great, but like when he's getting the number 1 coverage, if you don't have a real number 2. But see, Kyle Williams reminds me a lot of like an Edelman type of player. Like I do like his talent, and I think he should have been higher.
I think I'm going to say it right now. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but if the AJ Brown ends up not an Eagle next year, I fucking hate that offense.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
If that offensive line,
fucking hate Jalen Hurts.
If that offensive line struggles like it did again, and it gets hurt, they are going to struggle all year long.
I hate Jalen Hurts.
I don't hate Jalen Hurts because the dude, all he does is fucking put W's on the board. But like, he's not going to throw for more than 200 yards. That's for sure.
He's going to average 181 yards passing on the season. He's not going to be a great fantasy quarterback, but you're going to draft him. But Kyle Williams is one of those dudes where I am so torn on, like, do I hope that he takes over? Diggs is going, he moves up to 4. Is he better than Mac Hollins? I do think he's better than Mac Hollins.
I think,
is he better than
talent-wise.
Demario Douglas? I do think he's
Yeah.
better than Demario Douglas. It's one of those,
close
like
there,
we
though.
talked in the last episode, Caleb Johnson just kind of stuck behind them.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something in camp that, like, wows somebody.
He's one of those guys I can't drop, I believe in, but most people are going to drop him.
He's going to end up on the waiver wire, but that's going to – I could see Kyle Williams being a huge free agent pickup next season.
Oh, I think he is going to be a sophomore breakout.
Like, he's not going to get drafted in redraft leagues, but you watch, Kyle Williams can end up a massive free agent pickup
The
next
same
year.
with this next guy because of what this team is doing. Jack Besh.
Fuck him.
He was
Drop.
touted to be a lot more.
Drop.
But they have 2 good tight ends.
No, I'm back to reality.
Mendoza.
And no wide
Genty,
receiver to think of.
Trey Tucker.
And they're going to draft a quarterback.
Trey
so
Turner, right?
He's going to have a new quarterback in Mendoza,
Turner, right?
Probably. Yeah, Trey Turner's still there.
It's the only other one he's competing with, really.
Yeah, because Jacoby Myers got shipped to Jacksonville.
Yeah, so I think he's...
So it's Bowers and Turner and then him.
He's like a slightly lighter
The only thing that kind of turns me off about Beck is he wasn't allowed. He didn't win the job last year. I was hoping.
His competitive nature.
I was hoping he was going to go in there and win that second wide receiver position.
I would like to see a sophomore
but even didn't even win it really. Yeah,
but he's one of those guys where
I could see taking a flyer for him, but like
he's one of those guys where
really
I'm torn on,
especially because you don't know what you're getting out of Mendoza.
I think I do like Mendoza. I think he needs to. I think going to Las Vegas is going to toughen his ass up a little bit. But I do like Mendoza.
Or he's not going to make it.
Mendoza's the best in a shitty draft class. But last year
I will say this now on camera. I do not think Mendoza should go to the Raiders. I just don't. I think that ruins him. I don't think they're in
a position. You don't think he fits there?
I don't think they're in a position for him to succeed.
I don't know. Well, they just got a first and a second for Max Crosby, literally between filming a first this year, first next year for Max Crosby, in between
and
filming.
They better use
episodes.
both of that on offensive line if they want Mendoza to not die.
I could be wrong. They have 7. They have a lot of picks.
When have the Las Vegas Raiders ever drafted well?
I don't know.
When's the last time they had a good draft pick?
They are on offense right now.
Was Genty a good draft pick? No.
For their situation at the time, no.
No. It was a terrible draft pick.
Okay, so flip-flop years.
Who's the last person that they
had the
took
quarterback
that was like, holy shit, that was a good draft pick? Max Crosby? And they just traded him.
Nobody.
When's the last time they made a
but
pick?
I'm saying they're with the amount of picks, if they do their picks right, they are set up that they can get offensive line.
Henry.
Jamarcus Russell.
The dude that's in prison.
Henry Ruggs? Oh, yeah.
That was probably their best draft pick that I can remember of recent years. And he went 150 mile an hour into some other chick.
That's when they had Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And Carr was actually a legit quarterback in Las Vegas. Like that dude.
Carr's a legit quarterback. He just likes throwing receivers into injuries.
Yep. He throws hospital balls. And if he would have had a defense in Las Vegas, well, technically he was an Oakland guy, but if he would have had a defense, he would have been okay. He would have been something.
It's one of those. I do like what that offense is doing. I do think Mendoza is an upgrade, and I think with all their picks, the reason I would sit on
reports
Besh,
are already out that Geno Smith is out the door. They're not going to re-sign him. They're not going to bring him back. They're going to let him walk, take the gap. I think they gained like $8 million in cap space and like $14 million in dead money.
They've got picks. They've got money. That's why if it's me for Zach Besh, I'm sitting on him because they have a lot of opportunity. I would hate to drop him.
One of those picks has going to have to be somebody to go after the quarterback, though.
Well, they
don't have anybody.
They're going to need an edge.
Their defense was ass.
They're going to need an edge. They also need tackles to protect the quarterback. But they have so many.
So
But what I'm
basically, they
saying,
need every offensive and defensive line position.
tight end, running back, quarterback, receiver, they're young. If they solidify offensive line,
Yeah, I don't hate Trey Turner. I think Trey's a great piece. They
right.
need pieces around
That's
Trey.
why I'm saying Zach Bash is one of those guys I can't drop, because if the Raiders happen to use those picks effectively, he becomes a flex player. He becomes a wide receiver 3, and he's worth most dynasty rosters. I can't drop him. That's me personally. If
Yeah.
you drop him, I get it. But I put him on this list because he's one of those with all the capital they have. And then now,
If you
we
got
made
deep
this list.
benches, he definitely deserves a spot
Now
there.
with the Crosby now getting a first this year and a first next year, even more fuel. Like they have
Agreed, but
all
that tells
the
me that he's
puzzle
not going to
pieces.
be relevant for like 2 years yet, maybe 3, and then you're going to see Besh's name will pop up in 2029, and like all of a sudden he'll be the Hunter Renfrow of that year, and you'll be like, wait,
He's very Hunter Renfrow.
he's fucking good.
He's between Ladd and Hunter Renfrow. He's right in that.
Yeah, like that. But I don't think he becomes that for a couple of years yet.
No,
I think it's going to take some time for him to mold. So if you're in a
next
rebuild and you're
year,
like, I'll throw him on the bench just to see if he
have the
pans
space.
in.
To me, like I can't give up on him because I do feel like
if you're in a 10-man league, though, it's tough to keep him.
This next wide receiver is actually a group of wide receivers, and it ties into the tight end as well. This is going to be a conversation.
I'm not ready for this one.
So this next group, or this next wide receiver for our what the fuck do we do with them session, is a group of wide receivers. It's Restrepo, Io Manor, and DK.
Nah.
Tennessee as a whole. And you know that I am
a dumpster fire
hitting the table with DK.
I think DK is the only Dyke. Is he like a water dam or something?
They drafted 2 rookies, signed the undrafted free agent rookie in Restrepo. They just a month ago signed him to the reserve future contract to keep him on the roster, so he's not a free agent.
Is Calvin Ridley coming back?
So that's the thing. They're currently expected to re-sign Ridley.
I think so.
If they do that, changes
it's a good sign for them.
It is. But to me, and I said it from the get-go, his return game, the most talented wide receiver on that team is DK.
Is that how you pronounce that?
I think it's DK. I call him Dick.
I like Dyke.
I like Dyke too. Chimmery Dyke.
I mean,
dude, the dude literally won me a ton of money because I'm in a league.
What is shitty league?
Because if you read your roles, I started him every week because he got return yards as a wide receiver. This dude averaged 20 points a week.
Stupid.
Yo, but he's my dude.
The same amount of points for return yards as rushing yards is dumber than a box of fucking chocolates.
That's why you got always got to read your league rules.
It is the dumbest thing ever. It makes the return guy becomes more important than the fucking guy who actually catches the ball.
So everybody said Alik Iomanor was supposed to be the wide receiver 1. That the connection there.
I didn't see it, but then again, we still need to see Cam Ward be a good quarterback before you can make any kind of comparison to these guys.
What they need to do is
you didn't actually get to see this offense run last year.
No, they need to figure out their run game. That's for damn sure.
Right. I mean, the only thing I have to say about the Titans wide receivers is because none of them got a fair, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
they never got like a real like shot at being a real wide
what
receiver.
They do. Yeah, like it's tough to judge any of those guys because of how bad they were. But yet all of them feel like they got some decent talent.
So if it's me for the eye test, your wide receiver 1 is DK.
Oh, I like Dyke.
Your wide receiver 2 is Io Manor. And I put Calvin Ridley in there as that spicy guy.
That's fucked up. I put Ridley above Io Manor.
I don't. I know if you're building a future.
Oh! You're talking.
I'm talking. You're saying I'm okay. Io Manor.
I was talking
Ridley,
just like straight up Titans.
Io Manor and Ridley would be number 2, but I would build a lot of plays for Io Manor because I think DK, the way he runs routes is just better. His speed, his hit with the ball in his hands. There's just too much raw talent there.
I still think Calvin Ridley's better at running routes.
Than DK? Oh, he's better than Io Manor. Well, DK's young. Yes.
I still think Calvin Ridley's the best receiver on
But
the
when
team.
the ball gets in the hands, I would like the ball in the hands of DK over.
I get that.
Over
but
Ridley.
You got to get the ball in the hands.
But I'm saying, so they're young, they're up and coming. And we'll go to tight end. Gunnar Helm is also a rookie. He's in our tight ends.
I don't hate Gunnar.
What do you do with Gunnar Helm?
Gunnar can ball.
Do you sit on him when you've got
probably not.
The tight end.
It's tough to trust the Titans right now.
That long ass fucking name, tight end that we always talk about, that everybody you'll love to hate him. Oh my God, I'm brain farting.
Long name.
As soon as I say it, dude, hold on.
Who's he play for?
The Titans.
Oh,
Chicken Conqueror.
Chicken
Conqueror, who is like that one who's just always right there playing just the tip with your fantasy team.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he makes a play and you're like,
oh, I got based. I'll tip again.
Holy shit, what did he just do?
He's one of the, so Gunnar Helm stuck behind him. I think they need, like, they have 4 really good, they're young. So what I'm saying with the Ridley thing is, like, I think if they re-sign Ridley.
See, and that's the problem, is they got so many of them.
That's why if they re-sign Ridley, Restrepo's a reserve guy. I get that.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to.
But I think you've got to promote DK, Dick, Dyke, whatever his name is, to wide receiver 1 and just let him run the routes and take that coverage. And then Io Manor and Ridley let kind of turn them in between. But I think
it's going to be interesting to see what the Titans do in the draft.
If Cam Ward can get his shit together, he has fucking weapons.
He started to come on down the stretch last year. I think the Titans are going to be severely overlooked going into next season.
I think with their group of Gunnar Helm and their young wide receivers, they have weapons.
Because you know who else had a really shitty rookie
years.
season and then went on to become one of the best quarterbacks ever? Is Peyton Manning.
That's true.
And it was a very similar situation. And I think if they're capable of building some talent around Cam Ward, I think we haven't seen the last of him. And I was one of the first guys coming out saying, like, I just don't think Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward and all these other guys coming out of this draft are that good. And so far, I've been kind of right.
I think Cam. Did you know I saw a comparison that Cam Ward is who was the dude before Cam Ward, the quarterback at the Titans? Will Levis.
Yes.
Cam Ward.
Well, he's going to be back next year. What do they do with him? Is he just a backup now?
Cam Ward is Will Levis, except the weird throws become completions.
Yeah, right.
It's like literally, I watch a bunch of these clips and like, yeah, they're different. Is like his weird throws are just a hair more accurate.
Yeah, right.
But no, I think
instead of turnovers,
I do still believe in Cam Ward because he's a work ethic. If you watch the videos of him and Shedeur,
well, and he said all the right things for me. Like, I like where his mindset is, and then when you watch the tape, like, yeah, there's a lot of bad. Don't get me wrong.
That offensive line is horrible.
His offensive line did not do him any justice. And then he made a lot of throws that were eye-opening this year, where it was like,
he made those Patrick Mahomes, Brett Favre sidearm throws, and that's the difference between Levis. Levis threw it out of bounds.
No,
Ward actually got
Levis
to the hands.
would do this shit, and like flick it out in front of him.
I'm going to say this, like the wide receiver, not Spears, but the wide receiver and the tight end, the talent on the team is so young that if they get it together, they could be scary in a couple of years.
I agree.
Like,
I think the Tennessee Titans are going to get slept on next year.
DK needs to be your wide receiver 1. I think the odd man out is Restrepo and Io. It's a weird. Like, I don't know what to do with that offense.
Yeah, well, like I said, it started to click down the stretch last year. I want to say like the last 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
They started to like finally find some rhythm, and I actually really like the way Cam Ward looked the last couple of weeks. Now, throughout the beginning of the season, he looked like a lost puppy. Again, any rookie thrown into that situation was probably going to look like that, unless they're fucking Jesus, you know. But
I mean, look at some of these guys who like even.
Well, Caleb Williams was supposed to be the best quarterback we've ever seen come out of college, and he struggled
his first year.
Like, guys, rookies struggle, and I always tell you this: like, you can't win leagues with rookies. It doesn't fucking work that way. But
unless it's Jeremiah Love,
you can build around them. Even Jeremiah Love could come in and struggle. Look, we thought Genty was going to be the next Barry Bonds, and he got drafted to the fucking Raiders. And
that matters.
All he can do is what he did. You know what I mean? Like, it happens. So like, And you go to these situations where these teams are in just
Draft position
fucking
matters so much.
Yeah, absolutely. But when you go to these teams that are just in dire fucking straits of like, we've been sucky for 10 years, you can't expect a kid to go in there and just be like, we're good all of a sudden. Like, that's just not fair. That's why I also say that the Raiders shouldn't take Mendoza, because that's not fair to him for
Okay,
him to go in
so
there and fucking try and
so
change that
if the
franchise.
Raiders don't take Mendoza,
I would either
and
trade
they're a
back.
pretty young core with a lot of picks, what do?
I would trade back.
And what's your goal?
But now that
Leaving
they
this
just traded Max
do
Crosby,
you trade back and take Ty Simpson?
no, I would take fucking Sonny fucking, what's his name, from Ohio State, a linebacker. Dude, fucking an absolute monster athletic
But they're
freak.
gonna need a quarterback at some point. Do you take in the second
They
round?
just
then
got
do you
rid of
go
one, so that just
Drew
tells me that they're
Allar?
gonna take Mendoza. So
See, I think I like Mendoza, but are you that much better than Alar? Are you that much better than I think Ty
are
Simpson's
you
way
that much
overrated.
better than going out and trying to get Malik Willis from the Green Bay Packers?
Where did I just see?
Like, do you trade over and try and get Malik Willis for not that much? I don't think they would charge you a 101 for that. You know what I mean? Like, I would rather have Malik Willis on my team than Mendoza.
You say you don't believe in Mendoza?
I do not believe in Mendoza. No.
What I wasn't sure, but what sold me is him diving.
He's playing for a national championship game. Yeah, he's not Cam Newton. We get it. But is he that good
No,
where
but
he's going to come in?
But I do like a player that when the game's on the line, they dive for the goal line instead of sliding.
Yeah.
Or like that I like a player that's competitive. To me, I would take a competitive player over a pro-ready player any day.
Absolutely. I just don't think that the Las Vegas Raiders' roster is it's so far away from being competitive than just a quarterback.
See, I think with all their picks, I think they're going to shock people.
It's not the Denver Broncos. Well, yeah, I mean, but you just got rid of the best defensive end in the league.
Yeah, they're going to have to do something
like, you
to
just pulled a Dallas. Like, look what just happened to Dallas.
Yeah, that's true.
They got rid of
Micah Parsons.
They get rid of Micah Parsons, and their defense was one of the worst in the league all of a sudden.
Fucking Dallas.
Like, that is about to happen to the Raiders, and I hope everybody's ready for it.
You could take, honestly,
unless they were somehow replace him in the draft, but you don't replace a Max Crosby overnight. It just doesn't happen. He's a generational talent.
Trade back and go after Carson Beck. You could trade, if you're the Raiders, you could trade back, get capital.
I'd rather go after Malik Willis.
Well, I do like Malik Willis. I worry that he's too gimmicky, kind of like Anthony Richardson, where it just didn't work. I worry about that.
I agree, but I would rather take that shot than
I'll tell you this, though.
one of these
Malik
shots
Willis is better than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I feel like you could do that and trade back and go after, take Beck in the draft if you can't get it, or trade for Malik Willis and then take that for 101 overall, turn that into mid.
I wouldn't take Carson Beck. I'd take the dude out of Oregon. What's his name?
Nia Newsom.
This is how bad this draft is. I don't even remember his name. But anyway, I'm just saying it out loud. If I'm the fucking Raiders, I am not taking Mendoza to come in and try and change my franchise. But they already made their move. They're already taking him because they're getting rid of.
They have to.
Geno Smith, and they've got nobody else. So they almost have to go with Mendoza, but I just don't see his game translating into the NFL.
We got one more sophomore I want to talk about before we end this. Mason Taylor. Is his talent good enough?
Yes.
I know. God.
Yes. He got hurt last year in camp. I put him
on here, but
he got hurt last year in camp. It really fucking derailed him bad.
It did.
And then I didn't think that the quarterback situation there in the fucking Jets was gonna just suck ass. I thought Legs, as I call him, was gonna do a little bit better.
Agreed. But I think Mason Taylor is still,
especially as much as he likes to throw to fucking tight ends. Somebody's coughing their fucking face off.
Oh yeah, up there.
But anyway, I really thought Mason Taylor was going to do a lot more last year, but again, rookie tight ends historically don't do that well.
I think he's still going to be a top tight end.
I
It's
still
just a
think,
little bit of time.
and even if it doesn't happen this year, it might happen next year.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? Like it might happen when he's 4 years in the league. But yes, I do think Mason Taylor is a guy. I don't think he's going anywhere.
All right.
Problem is that's not always going to translate to fantasy. I'm sorry, it
That's
might
true.
not.
Sometimes love does not translate. So we hit our running backs last time. We hit our wide receivers. Now I want to know what you think of this RD1. I want you to rate this. Now I moved over to a little, which you have to take you have to take a sip of. These are the best little bottles, like a flask. You should take this with you. This is a great little golf bag
No,
flask.
I am not taking an empty bottle of booze with me.
It's a golf bag flask. I meant not today, but so how do you rate this?
It's very similar to the last one as
Now,
far as drinkability goes.
see, I've moved over to that, but I'm rating RD1 as a whole.
Okay.
But I know I know this one by heart. Drinkability, yeah, it's mid 80s for drinkability.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. It's definitely an 84, 85 all day drinkability.
To me, taste is better than the last one
Absolutely.
because it's good the whole way through. Doesn't like kick you in the face at the end.
I
But
love
it's
the way
subtle.
it lingers.
Mm-hmm.
That like
It's a little vanilla
that's that
linger.
vanilla, like it just lays on your palate, and that's all you taste after, like, I don't know, like a minute after you drink it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And
all you have
it
is that
hangs out there.
you have that, like my palate right now is just, it feels like I'm breathing vanilla
The
fire,
vanilla in
and
the
it's
French
fucking
oak
awesome.
and this French oak is one of
Ooh.
just
Vanilla fire.
little Bernie vanilla.
If I ever make a bourbon, it's gonna be called Vanilla Fire.
If I ever do porn, I'm gonna be named Vanilla Fire.
We're still purple back here, by the way. So there's no way people don't realize that this is just a continuation.
Well, you took your hat off.
I took the hat off, guys.
So what's your drink? So drinkability is
We went
85.
Yeah, we're gonna go
So give me your taste on that, and then
taste. I'm gonna stay right there at like an 84.
here, just and before you rate that, rate RD1 as a whole. Take a small sip out of this. Take a sip out of that.
That's very fucking honey.
This is double finished in oak and maple.
Mm.
Take a sip.
I meant maple, not honey.
Just slug it out of there. I don't care. You're sick, right? I'll drink it after you. Oh, that's probably a horrible idea. You are taking it home with you. Nice, right?
Yeah, that's very good.
Their shit's good.
I actually really like that.
I knew you would. Was your tongue all over that? Drinkability to me is higher than that one. I would put the drinkability of that French oak.
There's no way I'm contagious after a week.
True. It's also bourbon. Kills everything.
Yeah,
The drinkability of that French oak, I would put in the mid 80s as well. Like it's very easy to drink.
Yeah. Oh, I'm putting the flavor right next to it. Like it's a good drinker and very good taste.
So 85 and 85?
I actually might like that one better.
Well, this one is a lot sweeter.
That's why I like the sweetness, I think.
Yeah.
That like, because that like it
Wait do you
explodes the drinkability.
Wait do you try the Amberana over there? That is even. Hold on.
What?
This is another. So, like I said, we had a interview with the master distiller of RD1, and we got to do some sipping. We got to try 3 of their selections. I have 2 other selections in my other bar, but this is Brazilian Amberana. I generally don't like Amberana, but the way that they do it, I do like.
What is Amberana wood?
Brazilian.
Oh, is that like Brazilian morning wood?
So, like Penelope did one called Rio, which was Brazilian Amberana. Amberana, it's a very potent taste, and a lot of people say it's sweet, but Brazilian Amberana is not sweet, just like Maplewood is not sweet. It's just the way that it's finished. That is wonderful. Did you take a sip?
No, I haven't fucking gotten any Brazilian morning wood yet.
It's afternoon, it's evening, and nightwood. You get that that it's like a leaf to me. It's like a palm tree leaf, but the breath, good, right?
Wow, that came in and was like fucking holy shit. Going out, it's like,
Right? It's it's crazy. So you're rating RD1 as a whole. I would say still drinkability is 85 as a whole,
it might even be higher.
right?
I'm actually giving it an 86 as a whole.
Yeah, that's good.
Do they have just a straight bourbon?
They do. I don't have it, but I can order it.
We should get it.
Once
Because I like these ones that much that I would like to taste their straight bourbon.
They are very so RD1 is very big in wood finishes and their finishes. So a lot of bourbons will do like rye, this, wheat, that. They are all about the wood.
What is your number one wide receiver next year? Go.
Oh my God.
Total. All over the place.
My number one wide receiver next year.
Have to have him. I'm the 101. I don't want running back. I'm going wide receiver 101. Who are you picking?
If he's healthy, Malik Neighbors.
I like that.
Assuming he's back for a full season, Malik Neighbors.
And what they do in the draft.
Yeah, I still think Malik Neighbors. I want to say Puka, but
I think he's going to bust next year for some reason. I don't know why.
No, I think he's going to be fine.
I think Stafford gets hurt and shit.
It's the Stafford thing, but I would say Malik.
Because, like, that's the thing about Puka. Like, do you trade him right now?
Yes.
Like, knowing that no, because let's be real. Stafford has been known to, like, inflate fantasy wide receivers.
Let's be real. There's a reason that
and he gives him 12.
Amon-Ra.
He's got 12, 13, 14, 15 targets a game, right? Once Stafford goes away and they're in that QB hunt again, does Puka, like, he's now like wide receiver 12?
I think Puka has showed that he's
a dude. Don't get me wrong. He's a dude. He might even be the best wide receiver in the league.
He's
arguably, right?
I think he is arguably the best. And
he's in the conversation.
And I think he could be quarterback proof.
Because
the catches he makes shows me
that's true. His hands are so fucking strong.
I think he's quarterback proof. So
we're gonna find out, but it scares me.
I would say Malik Neighbors 1.
Do you sell high on him as all
Puka 2. I do because the value you're gonna get is gonna be worth the sell.
Yeah, because you could get like Puka 2 firsts and a young piece for him.
Yeah,
and let whoever gets him have a season with Stafford, and then let him fall off to wide receiver 10 instead of wide receiver 1. But you're getting him.
He might fall to wide receiver 4, but you're getting value.
You're getting the wide receiver 1 value out of him right now. I know. Hey, hold on, Puka Nuka. I would never actually pull the deal and pull the trigger on that deal.
I would never trade sell him. You Puka.
We'll never sell Puka, but if you're in that situation where it's like, I've got Puka and my team sucks ass, he might be the guy that you want to trade because you're going to get premium for him. And then he's going to fall off in like 2 years, 3 years until he gets a rapport.
He might not.
Yeah, but let's be real. He's not going to go for 2,000 yards.
Have you seen the hair?
The hair's fucking amazing. And I only say that because
we are ending on Puka's hair. That is how we're ending this episode.
Puka pubes.
Puka. I would bottle them and make a whiskey out of it.
I'd make like a little shrine.
All right, RD1
or a troll doll.
RD1 as a whole, you're good. We gotta find. We're gonna get this straight.
I can get 86 drinkability and flavor for this guy. That's the one
with a little vanilla.
That's the one. That was the best tasting one.
Oh, just flat out taste. Yeah, these were sweet. They were fun, but that taste. I put
flat out taste on this one. I'm gonna give an 87.
I put it. Yeah, same. Yeah, agreed. Right there, mid 80s for both of them.
So like, mid to high 80s.
Overall, it's an 86 overall. 86 and a half.
Yeah, easily.
All right, we are gonna get the straight bourbon. I will promise you, I will order it for one of our next shows.
I was gonna say, apparently you know the guy, so make it happen.
Boganuka.
Boganuka.